Shalom everybody, Rabbi Dr. Itzhak Shapira from Ahavat Ami International. Since October the 7th, I have been releasing to you prophecy update after prophecy update, book after book, with understanding of the end times events, what took place in October the 7th, then later on in the conflict with Iran. 3 years in advance, I prepared you for what is coming. This video that I'm releasing today to the public in all languages is a significant update on what's coming up next. Not according to what I say, but according to what the Bible says. It is paramount and it is absolutely critical that you share and like this video. Every comment, every share, and every like make this video visible to other people. It should not be a coincidence to anybody who's watched the channel right now that Donald Trump said right today, Turkey was about to enter into the war, and I, on the last second, stopped Turkey for coming to the aid of Iran in the attack of Israel. We are seeing right now what the prophet Ezekiel and the prophet Jeremiah describe as a boiling pot from the north. The word in Hebrew, sir nafuach, literally is a connotation for a pressure cooker that one time just explode from the top. We are sitting right now on a pressure cooker. And in case you've not paid attention to it, Iran says the following: in order to have peace with us, United States, you must make sure that Hizballah remains safe. Hizballah remain in Lebanon. This is the condition of the state of Iran. Where does it lead us to? United States is going to put tremendous pressure on Israel to stop it. And we see Donald Trump speaking against the attacks of Israel, while the innocent civilians are being bombed on a regular, almost daily, consistent basis. But in the lens of prophecy, where does it lead to? And what this thing that's happening right now in the border between Lebanon and Israel has to do with end-time prophecy. Friends, if you have not had a chance yet, I urge you, it's available in all languages. Read The Fall of Edom. This is a book unlike any other book that I've ever released to you. And now, friends, I'll open to you just a page or two from Milchemet HaEmunah, my upcoming book, so that you understand what is coming before us. Please understand that this boiling point, this pressure cooker called Lebanon, is being prophesied in connection with the coming of the Messiah. And the prophet Ezekiel is telling us the following in Ezekiel 28:21. Son of man, put your face toward Sidon and prophesy against her. There are a few things that I want you to pay attention to in Ezekiel 28. First of all, it's the expression son of man, or in Hebrew, Ben Adam, refer for the Mashiach. It's a prophecy about Sidon. Sidon and also Tzor is two cities that found in Lebanon. It's a prophecy about Sidon, about Lebanon for the last day. It's a prophecy. I want you to hear carefully what it has to do with everything that is being done today. The Ramat comment, and he explained to us. And indeed, since Tyre and Sidon are close to one another in terms of settlement and degrees of impurity, they are also close to corruption. Therefore, their parishes were joined together. And the meaning of his saying, when the prophet says, set Your face refers to the face of red, for the prophet was at the level of boundary of Yesod of Messiah, and the redful face that the upper Yesod was showing toward the Sitra Achra, which is the demonic faces of evil. Let me decode it to you so that you understand what the Ramat said. The prophet Ezekiel is seeing a prophecy for the last days about a day of great wrath that is coming toward Tzor and Sidon, toward Lebanon. And I'm also going to include in this prophecy also Turkey. Okay? It is right before the wrath is about to be poured upon those who harasses Israel from the north. Now it's interesting. The word in Hebrew north is the word saphon. It's related to the word sepha, a vapor, a serpent. We have to understand it. Now in the prophecy here, it is Ezekiel who is connected to something that is called the Yesod. The Hebrew word Yesod is the word foundation. And this foundation, according to the Ramad, is the one who is going to turn and bring judgment upon Lebanon and upon the north. It is going to be the Messiah. And he is connected to what he called the upper Yesod, the Messiah who sits in the heaven. And what does he see? He see the war that occurring in the heavens, not just on earth, against the other side. It's another name for Satan himself. And you must ask yourself the question, who is the Yesod that is going to be awakened to bring judgment upon the north? You see, I want you to understand this conflict with Lebanon right now is imminent. It is imminent. As Hizballah and even Turkey are going to play a major part in awakening the spirit of the Messiah into the world. Kol HaTorah explained to us who is the Yesod, and he says the following: Yosef or Joseph still lives. The essence of the Messiah, son of Yosef, is in three types. The higher Messiah, son of Yosef, the Lord of the faces, both stem from the light from above. Both are stem part of the Sephirah that is called Yesod. You see, Yesod, and that's what is happening here. He's calling upon the Son of Man. The Son of Man is called the foundation. The foundation is called the Yesod. The Yesod is called Joseph. And the other name for him is the Messiah, son of Joseph. You have to understand what's happening right now in the world. Right now in the world, Messiah, son of Joseph, are waking up to bring a catastrophic judgment upon Lebanon and upon those who hate Hizballah in the north. Wow, it is bringing a great awakening of the spirit of the Messiah, but also the Messiah is about to turn his face against them. What a shocking word. The Arizal in Shara Gilgulim go further and explain. He said this: he hid it in the Yesod. That is the Sephirah, the emanation of Joseph. It is to be revealed by Messiah, son of Joseph. Yesod is the Sephirah of connection between above and below. Remember what it says? The prophet Ezekiel says, turn your face, he's turning your face to the Son of Man. Why is it? Because he is turning it to the one who will look like Joseph. That is earthly, coming, first coming, but he also has another part that is a heavenly Sphira, which connecting the heaven and the earth. So who is the one who is going to come to do this great judgment here? When he says, "O son of man, set your foot toward Sidon," it is the upper, what he called here, the upper Yesod, the divine Mashiach, the one who is coming from heaven. He's coming down and he's resembling Joseph. And when it's going to happen? It's going to happen when there is a trouble with Lebanon. Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, in his commentary, remove all doubt. Who is the foundation? And he says the following. The Ramak says, "He shall come as a Redeemer, the Messiah, whose name is the Yesod, who causes the redemption to overflow below." He is from above, but he's going to bring the redemption from below because he is like a pipe that connects the heaven and the earth. And notice something about him, he's called the Yesod. A great secret is found in those things. If you know anything about Hebrew, Aleph is 1, Bet is 2, Gimel is 3, Dalet is 4, Hey is 5, and Vav is 6. Which number is associated with the sixth one? This is important. Look at the screen with me for a moment. Chesed, or grace, is 1. Gevurah, or might, is 2. Tiferet, majesty, is 3. Netzach, eternity, is 4. Hod, which is splendor, is 5. And Yesod, who is the Messiah, son of Joseph, is the letter Vav that represents the number 6. Now, if we take the number 6, right, Vav, and we just say the word Vav does not spell with 1 Vav, but as you can see on your screen, it's spelled out with 2 Vavs. Vav is 2 Vav. So Vav plus Vav is equal 12. This is important because the foundation is coming. The one who resembles Joseph, the one who has been rejected by his own brothers. So if you take the Yesod, that now we know he is the one who's going to be executing the judgment, and you take the Hebrew word Joseph, that is equal to 156, and you multiply time the Sphira of the Yesod, you get the number 1872. Why this is so important that number is 1872? Brothers and sisters, we are just receiving the clues right now that Yosef, the one who is like Yosef, is about to reveal himself. Read with me, Proverbs 10:25. When the storm passes, a wicked person is gone. But when the righteous person is, he is an everlasting foundation. Remember what Joseph is called? Yesod. Remember what Ezekiel is telling us? Yesod is coming. The Yesod from above is coming. Joseph is coming. If you take the expression, the righteous with the foundation, everlasting foundation, this expression is equivalent in Hebrew to 1872. Just like taking Joseph, 156, and multiply it times 12. It's also equal 1872. Who is the one who is coming? Who is the one Ezekiel prophesies about? The one Ezekiel prophesied about is none other than the one who's like Joseph. You need to understand it. And the ultimate sign for his coming is Lebanon. Wait, I am not done yet. Please hit the share and like. Joseph equal 176. Just like the word Kin'ah. zeal equal 156. He says in Zechariah, I am zealous for Zion. I have a great zeal for Zion. And you have to put it in context of Ezekiel, 2 stages of redemption. In Ezekiel 28, you talk about the removal of this final thorn, which is a prophecy about Lebanon and about Edom, about United States and Lebanon. What, you think it's a coincidence that Edom and Lebanon right now forcing Israel into this deal? No, it is prophesied about it, which take us all the way to the end of Ezekiel 38 and 39, which is the final stage of Gog and Magog, where this global threat will start from the north. We are watching it right now. And don't be surprised if it will spill over to Turkey and to Russia in the days ahead. But let's continue for a moment in Ezekiel. Now that I already proven to you that the foundation is coming, his name is Yosef. He is the Messiah, son of Yosef. And the son of that will be the war with Lebanon, just as we see right now. And Lebanon will be defeated and will be stripped completely. What are the next verses telling us? Listen to Ezekiel 28, verse 22-23, about the nature of the judgment. He says, so you say, thus said the sovereign God, I am going to deal with you, O Sidon, Lebanon. I will gain glory in your midst, and they will know that I am God when I wreak punishment upon her and show myself holy through her. I will let pestilence loose against her and bloodshed into her streets, and the slain shall fall in the midst with the sword comes upon her from all sides, and they shall know that I am God. Brothers and sisters, a war is coming. We have to understand the nature of the war that is coming inside Lebanon. And this war, the Ramad tells us like that. He says, and it is already known that the Holy One, blessed be He, is honored and magnified in the world when He executes judgment upon the wicked. And it says, the Lord is known by the judgment He executes. The wicked is snared in the work of their own hands. Psalm 9:17. And this matter compromised the harsh judgment without sweetening, to make it known that the holiness rules over the Sitra Achad. This is very important. And this is not known except those the judgment of the punishment the Holy King brings upon the demons, when their measures of sin is full, coming upon them directly from the very place of the spiritual nourishment. This is important that you understand what the Ramadi is explaining to us. He's saying that this judgment that is going to bring upon a north will have no hamtakat dinim. It's going to be a full punishment of the nation, and as it says in Isaiah 24:21, upon the demonic entities that are controlled them. You see, that's why the Son of Man is going to be operating both in the heavens, and he's also going to be operating here on earth. And you have to understand something. He explained here that God is going to cut off this place of their spiritual nourishment. But before he cut it off, before he take the little cutter and cut the gasoline, the word here in the text that is used here is the word shenitmal'a sa'atam. Their buckets have to become full. The Ramad explained to us the spiritual reality of what is coming before us. And he says, the forces of evil are allowed to exist and accumulate power only up to a precise divine limit. Once they cross that line, judgment is triggered. Evil has no independent source of life. It survived by sucking microscopic spark of holy energy. He is sucking Tucker Carlson. He is sucking J.D. Hall. He is sucking the anti-Semite. He is sucking the apostate church. He is sucking them. And just like there is a fullness that is taking place of the remnant of the nations who stand with Israel, he is sucking the apostate church and creating two different camps. And this sucking is going to bring to what the Ramad says here in the text, Shenitmal'a Satan, that their bucket is full. The hatred is going to become so great that it will almost cross the line. But listen to this. The sucking of the microscopic spark of the holy energy from back on it to the divine system, when God decides to destroy evil, He sends the judgment through the exact channel. The very pipeline, the pipeline of Yesod, of the Messiah, that fed them suddenly become the weapon that will eradicate them. You follow what's going to happen in the physical. Lebanon and Edom will turn against each other. America and Hizballah. Now Trump says about Syria, very good friend of mine. He says about the Turkish, very good friend of mine. All of this is going to turn again. They're going to turn all against each other. You just watch it. They are going to say, they're going to turn against each other, but in the heaven, God is going to confuse the demons. He's going to destroy them so that the nations will be confused. Steinsaltz says what's going to happen. He says, I will send against it pestilence and blood into the streets, and the slain will fall in the midst of the sword and will come upon it from all around, and they will know that I am God. I am God. This is very important. Pay attention. We are getting to the verse right now that directly prophesies about the Lebanon wall that is coming upon us with the north. What's going to take place? The Messiah is going to remove it. All the commentators said that this is the war that leads us for the coming of the Messiah. Listen to the next verse, Ezekiel 28:24. Then shall the house of Israel no longer be afflicted with prickling briars and less lacerating thorns from all the neighbors who despise them, and they shall know that I am the sovereign God. The word that is used here in the text is the word thorny, painful thorn. The word in Hebrew thorn here in the text is the word ketz, which comes from the word kotz. Kotz is a thorn, ketz is the last day. And the rabbis explain to us that the final thorn that have to be removed is the kotz of Lebanon, is the thorn of Lebanon. It is coming, friend. This thorn called Hizballah will be removed. It is coming before us. The Ramad explained, and he says, and behold, it is already known that the external demonic forces are like a thorns to Israel, both in terms of the suffering and caused them by their proximity, and in terms of instigation and temptation, just as it says in 2 Samuel, but the godless are all of them as thorn thrust away. And when the Holy One blesses, He execute judgment upon some of them and destroy them from the world. It is found that He is destroying the thorns from the vineyard of the Lord of hosts, the house of Israel. This is all more true when He executes judgment upon the external, meaning the demons force are the closest to them, which constantly lie in wait and hunt for their spiritual life. Just as Saul and Sidon, Lebanon, were close to the land of Israel. Therefore, regarding the prickling briars and lecturing thorns, he is going to be removing them. Do you understand what he says? He says that this destruction and stripping of Edom and ultimately also Lebanon is part of the cleansing process of not just the Middle East, but the entire world. Prepare for the vineyard of the Lord, for the coming of the Mashiach. I'm telling you all of these things today because those of you who live in America, you know what's happening right now. America is entering into false covenant, a covenant of Psalm 83, with the enemies of God, with the enemy of the Messiah, forcing Israel. Mark my word, the Messiah of Israel, the Yesod, Yosef, the one who is the Tzaddik Yesod Olam, the foundation of the land. Yosef times 12. Why 12? He is going to gather all the remnant, Jew and Gentile alike. He will not allow it. The judgment will start from Lebanon and cross over to Edom. Choose today, Israel. Choose Yeshua. Choose the God of Israel and choose the Jewish people. If you're blessed by this video and this divine warning, please read the Fall of Edom, pre-order Melchemet HaEmunah. Consider supporting this, and please share the truth because we are nearly out of time.